Okay, so hello and welcome to this video tutorial on Engineering and Mechanics Statics by R.C. Hibbeler. We have this problem from chapter 2 of the textbook here. It states resolve each force acting on the post into its x and y components. Relative to problems 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4, 2.5 and 2.6, this problem is very easy. It's almost strange that it appears here in the textbook, but for the sake of completeness, let's go ahead and solve this problem. Let's take each force one by one. So let's start with F1 then. Let's describe F1's vertical component as F1, y, and by inspection, that is equal to 300. And we can say F1, x, or its horizontal component, is equal to 0. Simple as. F2, let's move on to F2. So we can say F2, y, its vertical component. By inspection, if you're unfamiliar with what I'm doing here, I'll put a link up on the screen now, but by inspection, we can say F2, y is 450 sine 45. And we can say F2, x is equal to minus 450 cos 45. Noting it's negative as the horizontal component is acting to the left, which is conventionally taken as the negative direction. Moving on to F3 then, we can say F3, y. Here we have this 3, 4, 5 triangle idea. If you're unfamiliar with this concept, the relevance of this 3, 4, 5 triangle isn't necessarily the numbers 3, 4, 5. It is the proportion that these numbers have to each other, right? So let's just draw, I don't know if I have a right angled triangle here. Oh, they don't give me a right angled triangle. That's a bit crap. Okay. 3, 4, 5 triangle. So this triangle could be 3, 4, 5 as it is here. But it could just as well be, 10, 8, and 6. It could just as well be 50, 40, 30. It could just as well be 600, 480, 360. Okay, 600 being the magnitude of this force here. So evidently we can see it's not necessarily the 3, 4, 5 that matter, it is the proportion that they have to each other, since the three here, or the 3/5, is describing the horizontal component in relation to the magnitude or the hypotenuse. The 4 is describing the vertical component, or 4/5 of the hypotenuse. Evidently, if this 3, 4, 5 triangle is in line with this 600 Newton force, then its horizontal component is probably 360 and its vertical component is probably 480, right? So we can say F3y is 480 and F3, x is 360. Let me just double check my notes here. That's right, yeah. I mean, there's only one thing missing here, I suppose, which is the units. We could numericize this 450 sine 45 to 318.2 newtons minus 318.2 newtons. I know that these two have the same magnitude, given cos 45 and sine 45 have the same magnitude. And you've got 408 newtons and 360 newtons. Okay, so this, 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 and this are our solutions to this problem. If you have any questions or comments about that problem, please feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching.